Yeah.
Here we go.
Had to do it for the fans, man.
And you know that.
Think they ready, Nug?
Not for what we got coming.
King Corn beats be killing shit.
Guess who started a podcast? Riddle me that.
Nug and his boy Jersey, and we talking smack.
Sports, music, and life, we talking all of that.
We live in effect. Hey yo, we in the chat. Yeah.
We back.
Back in the chat.
Episode 6.
Episode 6. Long gone missing, but we back in the house.
I know, man. It's been a lot, man. A lot is going on since we've been out, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been grinding. You know, lyrical ambiance been booming.
For sure. Get them orders up.
You know what I'm saying? Then we had the bachelor party this past weekend, but we ain't even gonna discuss that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you know,
we stay with that.
Yeah. It's like Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Absolutely.
What happens at the bachelor party,
for sure,
stays at the bachelor party.
And,
but we had fun though.
Yeah,
man.
and I was,
that.
I was able to, go back to the crib, take my lady there, and let her experience the city where I'm from, and meet my family. So that was a real dope experience.
Yeah. Tell people where you from in case they don't know.
Oh yeah, New Haven, Connecticut, baby. 203. We out here.
Yeah. So he took the fiance back to meet the fam. So that's super dope.
Yeah, and my mom didn't hate her. It's all good.
Yeah, man. I'm just glad to be back in the stew, man.
Bruh, I've been thirsty, bruh.
Yeah, man.
I needed some of this podcast water.
I remember when we left for the bachelor party. My bachelor party was in D.C.
Yeah.
So when we was coming back, it was Sunday, and I was like, yo, power start tonight.
Huh?
Yeah. So we was like,
Bruh.
yo, I was like, I gotta get the stars back.
Before I even left DC, I'm on my phone like trying to get the app back, cause when Power ain't on, when Survivor's Remorse ain't on, I'm off it.
Yeah.
So I got it back, bro, and it was man, what a first episode.
Yeah, dope first episode. I was watching that drink. I was so glued into it, bro. I felt like it was like 2 hours. Like I felt like I was getting so much sauce out of that episode. It was crazy.
Yo. Hey, rest in peace, Charlie Murphy, bro.
Yeah, rest in peace, Charlie Murphy. It's good to see him in the final role.
Yeah,
that's the thing. What gets a lot of people, is when somebody in the entertainment business passes away, but they're working on like a project during their death. So we got to see him in the first episode of Power. He plays a correctional officer.
And raw.
Raw. And he got a big part too. Yeah. Like that was episode 1, but
like I honestly thought it would be like, you'll catch him in a couple scenes or whatever, and that'd be it. Nah, he actually in the credits, he actually, what I'm saying, he actually got a real role.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell y'all like this: if you haven't watched episode 1 or you don't watch Power, just skip this first section
of the
podcast, because we going in. You feel
absolutely.
me? You know what I'm saying? As you all may know, Ghost is now in jail.
In the bean.
For the murder of a detective, a New York detective.
Yeah. My man Greg Knox, bro.
Yeah, Greg Knox, and he was framed,
bruh,
by Angela Valdez, who is his side piece.
Yeah. What actually was crazy about it is he was there looking for some information.
Yeah.
And bro, when he dropped the glove, bro, I was like, no, bro, because my man be tight when it come to like doing all that, that spy stuff, bro. When he dropped that glove and I seen them fingerprints, I said it's a wrap.
Yeah, the only thing that I got was like, look, bro, you can't be doing that yourself. You gotta have somebody else. You gotta have somebody in your team that's gonna take the L.
The whole time, I agree with him in the fact that if somebody gonna do it, it might as well be me. Because I know how I want it to be done.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I can understand that.
I got, what I'm saying, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna do what it do, I'm gonna make sure everything is cool. But he had that one slip up, man.
Yeah, man.
He had that one slip up. Bro, I don't know who I don't like more right now, bro. I don't know if it's my man Tariq. I don't know if it's bruh that killed Greg Knox, the actual dude who murdered him that was working with Lobos. I don't know if it's cuz, bruh.
Tommy. You don't know.
Tommy, my man.
You know if
bro.
it's Kanan.
Tommy, my man.
What's Rotimi name on the show?
Dre.
Yeah, if it's Dre.
Dre a slimy dude.
Hey, shout out to Dre, a.k.a. Rotimi. I met him in person here at VCU. Real cool dude. Yeah. He from Jersey, so shout out to him. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's crazy. So if y'all don't know, They wound up killing a connect, which was Dean, who was playing as his security.
Bro, I ain't know how they was gonna do that, bro.
Yeah. They wound up taking him out.
Murking.
You know what I'm saying? We found out that Lala is still alive.
Oh,
I think her and Tommy might get together, by the way, too.
I told you, bro. I'm telling you, watch.
When she came from behind that curtain, she was looking right.
Ooh.
And it was crazy. I couldn't even think about Power at the time. I was like, damn, Mello out here creeping though. I'm like, son. I'm like, yo, son,
you tripping?
Yeah, you out here creeping.
Tripping.
I'm like, bro, tripping. You know what I'm saying?
But whole time, man, when you think about it, just diverting a little bit, just like J and B, bro, like money don't mean that your relationship gonna be solid.
Yeah.
It don't mean nothing. At the end of the day, men is still men and women still gonna be women. So
True
that's just how the nature of the beast, and that's how it go. But
another thing, going back to the show, Tommy, I like Tommy's character, but the thing about Tommy is he's not intellectual like.
He got a lot of loose ends, bro.
Yeah. He got the street knowledge. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He can move to work, but then it comes to the logistics of things. It's like
it's all afraid.
Yeah.
It's all afraid, man. That gonna be everywhere.
And I feel like
that's gonna be his downfall, though.
Drake could be the protege to Ghost.
True.
But he's so caught up with he
caught up with K.
Yeah, because he owns so much homage to what Kanan put him in the game that he feels like
gonna mess up everything.
He gotta stay loyal
because
to
at the
him,
end of the day that could dead him right there because the thing that I'm tripping off right now is Kanan been in hiding for so long right now, bro. Like Tommy don't know he alive.
Yeah.
Ghost don't know he alive. Nobody know he alive right now.
Yeah.
Like that's when he hit the scene, it's gonna be
first off. When Ghost and Kanan got into that fight scene in that building, the building was on fire.
Yeah.
If you ain't seen nothing in the paper about body found and burnt down building,
think about it.
You know what I'm saying?
Think about it.
Cause I know if I kill somebody and I burn the building, try to hide the body.
Low key, I'm trying to make sure.
I'm reading through the papers, I'm checking online to see body found in the abandoned home. You know something.
Cause there wasn't no other bodies in there. You know what I'm saying? So like. I don't know, bro. That joint gonna be crazy.
Yeah, man.
And then Tariq best friends with the nigga.
Yeah, they be texting it. That joint
got
crazy.
my man on the lean, bro.
Yeah, bro. Bro said what? I was sleep so long.
Yeah. Shout out Anika Noni Rose, bro. I love her character, bro.
Yeah.
I love her character, bro. She's ill.
Yeah, bro.
She's ill in that joint.
Shout out to Notori too, who plays Ghost wife on Power. Yeah, she doing a good job. She doing a great job of hiding that pregnancy too.
Bro,
yeah.
I found out about that. I was like, what?
Yeah. So she's not pregnant on the show so far, but in real life she's pregnant.
Right. She no. She said she was like 5 months or something like that when they was shooting.
Oh, when
but
like
shooting. She wasn't really showing like crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but even though she know Ghost was out there in the streets creeping, she's still supporting.
She still stand by this dude.
But on social media they saying like she loyal. She not loyal to Ghost. She loyal to the family.
Right. It's a difference.
Yeah, cause you know what I'm saying. She know that
without
she know
him,
that he got the money.
Right.
If she leave him. If she snitch on him,
it's a wrap.
They losing everything.
Everything going. He got the bag.
Yeah,
he got the bag. And it's a
legal bag. That's the thing about it. It ain't if I divorce him, I get half. Right. No, that's illegal. So if he get caught, you lose everything.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Ultimately, that he know he hold over so many people's head is he got that bag. And son's so smart. Like he's been so smart over the seasons of how he be moving. Yeah, like he got all y'all. Yeah, like the way he able to be like, yo. When Tasha came to see him, he was like, yo, tell Dean I need that money back for that thing that didn't go through. Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? And when Bruh stood up and the way he was looking, I was like, Dean dead though. Like, how's that gonna work?
And he just got off the phone like, boom. I'm like, yo.
And she was sitting there like,
So then she got to go tell Tommy. And it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But man, I think this season gonna be dope.
Gonna be so lit, bro.
It's crazy. Like this was episode 1, and I'm like, damn, I gotta wait a whole another week.
I almost watched the episode again, bro. I be doing that.
You be doing that?
What? I be repeating like crazy, making sure I ain't missing that.
Yeah, I do that sometimes too, cause I be like, damn, I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. But
hey, I need to tell G he need to go ahead and watch that first season, bro. He ain't watched the first season. Bro, he had my DVD
still
for
got
so
the DVD
long.
Though?
Oh man.
Yeah, he need to catch up, man.
Yeah, man.
Like this is the reason why I like this show, cause I feel like, like some, you may not have street knowledge as of, drug paraphernalia, but I feel like
about the streets.
Yeah, and the storyline, I feel like
it still resonates.
It shows you how when you're in love, how it can manipulate your mind from seeing things that should be clear.
And it not even that. It also does, it also hides things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like what you were saying. It hides things because not only did, Angela know he was in the street, she came to know who he actually was in the street. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see how episode 1 started off? It was they were showing synopsis of everybody saying, "Yo, don't mess with her, bruh. She the feds. Don't do it."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They, and it was playing back in his head over and over.
When he was with her at that ice cream shop, I said, this nigga gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
Straight up. I was like, he gonna get in trouble.
You in public, bro.
Right.
Like, you ain't
you ain't got a wife.
Yeah.
Like, and your man show up and you sitting there like,
he looking
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro. And he know her from back in the day. Like, it ain't no new chick for nobody. Like, they know her.
Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Like, is this Angela from high school, bro?
Right.
Like,
come on, bro. You slipping.
Yeah. And I was before they even knew what her occupation was.
Right.
Once they found that out, I was like, come on,
bro.
dog.
You gotta dead that. You gotta dead that. That's your biggest opposition. You gotta dead that. Like,
yeah, man.
dumb. But this season about to be lit.
Yeah, but a lot of things been going on. That's why I'm glad we doing this podcast when we doing it, because a lot of things been going on. So the BET Awards was this past week.
Right.
It was the same day as Power. It was Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah.
I ain't really catch much of it because I had to be on that
BET
Power.
gets a thumbs down. Shout out to Leslie Jones. She did her thing.
Yeah.
I appreciate Leslie Jones. I don't care what nobody say. She's a special, unique, beautiful black woman.
Absolutely.
People hate on her because of the way she act or her hairstyle or how tall she is.
She's dope.
But yeah, she's super dope.
She's dope. She seemed like a mad cool person, like real down to earth, real mellow.
Yeah.
Just like to have fun and just chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? I seen her on what's this show called? $1,000 Pyramid or whatever the game show is. She was super dope on that joint. Like,
and see, the thing about the BET Awards, the reason why I wasn't...
People just hate because they don't... like, a lot of times when people don't understand you, bro, like, they just be hating. It's like, bro, just let me live. Yeah.
She was the, Bruno Mars, Leslie Jones, Chris Brown, Best Part, and a new audition. The new edition.
Bro, I was like, how many new editions is it, bro? Like, it was so many people on the stage.
It was crazy, bro.
Yo.
But that was the best part of the show.
Yeah.
The negatives was the show. I heard the show was almost 4 hours long.
What?
Yeah, that's too long of a show.
Right.
And then another thing was, you got to keep it professional.
It was live. It was live. It's live, right?
Yeah, it was quote unquote.
Yeah, because they shoot it a couple days before, I think, or something like that. But anyway,
it was on Friday because that's when the video of Safari and Meek Mill came out, and then the Joe Budden thing. But we gonna get into the Joe Budden thing later. But some other things I want to talk about is you got to be professional at these award shows.
Absolutely.
If you go get to fighting at the BET Awards, get to fighting at the Golden Globes as well. Don't disrespect the BET Awards.
Because, bro,
like,
whole time,
you feel like that's your scene.
But whole time, like, yo, this is our show.
Yeah.
Why you gonna discredit our show? Go disrespect they shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they already disrespecting us over there. You know what I'm saying? Go rock over there, and then when we come to ours, let's dead all that and just be cool. Like,
man.
Like, you fucking up the show for what?
Yeah, man. So you already know what time it is. It's been a minute.
Yeah, man.
But we got to remove somebody from the chat. Absolutely. And it hurts my heart.
Yeah.
Because I put on for Jersey.
For sure.
I put on for Jersey.
For sure. But you can only take this for so long.
973 Patterson, what up?
Word.
But we got to remove somebody. Who removing today, Nug?
Joe Budden.
Joe Budden, you got to go, bro.
Gots to go.
You got to go. And the reason you got to go, man, you a hater. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what you say. You a hater. And I'm going to tell you what my definition of a hater is.
Right.
When you go out your way to talk negative on somebody else, right?
Right.
That's like me and you talking, right?
Right.
And you saying, yeah, man, I just bought these new shoes. And then I'd be like, yeah, but Eric got all the shoes and half of his shoes fake. Like, why did I bring up Eric?
He had nothing to do with
into a conversation that had nothing
right.
to do with him. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to put negativity into a conversation. You could have just said, we interviewed the Migos and I wasn't really interested in the interview.
Right.
You didn't have to go into detail. Or they're whack interviewers, or
because DJ Academics was into it. Like he really was into the interview.
Yeah.
And like the little video they posted, that joint's hilarious.
Yeah.
But like after hearing like a lot of the the setup and the backstory and all of that, I kind of understood it. It's like DJ Academics was like, yo, like it's loud on the red carpet.
Yeah.
So I really couldn't hear them. Yeah. And they talk low. You know what I'm saying?
So the way it went down was DJ Academic. I'm sorry, I don't know the young woman name.
Yeah, I don't know them. I apologize. She like a co-host.
That was on the co-host on the show. And then it was Joe Budden. Now, this show is on Complex online, and it's called Everyday Struggle. So those are the 3 hosts, and the way it works is they were on the red carpet for the BET Awards, and they get to choose who they want to interview during the red carpet. Now, the way it goes is, the production team gets them a name of an artist or a group, and then the 3 co-hosts of the show say yes or no. So when it came to Migos, DJ Academic, the young female co-host, said yes.
They said yes.
Joe Budden said no.
But
2 beats 1.
It's a democracy, bro.
Yeah, 2 beats 1.
Yeah.
Except when it comes to the presidential poll, but that's another story. But so they interviewed Migos.
Electoral
college.
Now,
Charlamagne the guy had a good point on the Breakfast Club. He said yes, they don't give good interviews.
Right.
And that's because they're not really
they're not interview dudes.
Yeah, they're not interview dudes. Like, they just people, they all about their music. You know, they don't want to be detailed about their life and stuff like that.
Right.
And, what they do behind the scenes.
Right, because to them, at the end of the day, if it's not about the music, then what we here for?
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing they really be want to rock with is the music. And they making dope records right now.
Now,
they hot.
Yeah, and now we new to this podcast thing, but I'll tell you right now, if we had a guest that came in here, you wanted to interview them, and I did not.
Right.
I'm going to still keep it professional and cordial. And I'm going to tell you why. That person is going to be cool with somebody we really want to be on this show.
Exactly.
Now Migos go and tell everybody they cool with.
Don't rock with Joe Budden.
Hey, DJ Khaled, if you do Everyday Struggle, tell them Joe can't be on there.
Right.
He did Yachty wrong. He felt like Yachty was giving him a fake interview.
But like he be going at all these he be going at the young artists. Like if you know what I'm saying, if a legend came on there, he wasn't even if it was a legend that he didn't rock with.
Yeah.
If they was considered a legend in hip hop, like he not going like that when they come up there.
Yeah, so
because that's not how you carry yourself with somebody who, you know what I'm saying, who has this acclaim and you know what I'm saying, and is considered legendary in the game. Like you're not gonna go like that. Like if he didn't rock with Jay and Jay came up there, you know what I'm saying? He's not gonna act like that towards Jay.
Exactly. Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? He's just acting like that towards dudes that he don't necessarily understand them because the music that they making right now, to be honest, it ain't for you. It's not in your lane. That's not the type of music you make.
He should act that way towards Jay rather than Migos, because Jay ain't gonna square up.
Right.
Jay go keep it cordial.
But they was ready to go.
Yeah.
They was ready to go.
Migos ready to go.
For
like
sure.
he got off when him and Yachty got into it. He got off good because Yachty was keeping it. Yachty not about that.
Like fight you, bro. Yachty a businessman. For real. For real.
They was rolling up sleeves. They was like, "What's up?" Like not only were you disrespectful, like rapping. Let's wrap up this interview.
You just walked off.
You walked off. You dropped the mic and you had this smirk on your face,
man.
like dog, like. Now people not gonna take you seriously, and people ain't gonna want to be a part of that great show because
it's a dope show.
It came out of left field.
But
with
the I like the show, and a lot of times I like Joe's point of view. Yeah, but like with the new young artists, I feel like sometimes he be going like extra hard.
Cause Joe is officially an old head. An old head is when. My definition of an old head
and all that,
is when you don't appreciate everything around you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When somebody says,
it's called evolution.
When somebody say, "Oh, back in my day, we had this, we had that," but at the same time, you're not complaining about this cell phone that got GPS on it. You ain't complaining about this car that could parallel park itself. But the way we dress and the way we act, you worry about that. If you gotta appreciate everything for what it is. Yeah, music may not be as good as it used to be, but it's still quality music. And these people making a lane. And the thing I give this generation, they're more into different atmospheres than back in the day. It wasn't all music. They're in a different avenue.
They try things and they able to do other things. And I think that's the good part to me of like social media. That's the dope part of social media because it kind of puts you, you know what I'm saying, it puts you next to other people without actually putting you next to them because you can actually, you know what I'm saying, you can communicate with them, you can get at them on a different level. And then the bad part of it is, you know, the part where I think that, you know, a lot of people who in the media think that they know somebody just because you see their Instagram every day and you see what kind of car they driving or you see what type of jewels they rocking. You don't know them personally. Yeah. Like, you don't know my life. So, like, so I'm with Migos in that if, you know what I'm saying, if I'm a music artist and we supposed to be up here talking about music, let's talk about music.
Because the way it goes, and, you know, when somebody asks you to do an interview, you can kindly decline. The Migos didn't decline to do this interview. They did this interview, they, you know, whatever question they gave them, they answered the question until you can see. Yeah. And you know, they didn't know, you know, like we said, the DJ Academic thing where he kept on saying, "What you say? What you say?" They were saying like, and I could understand that. There's a lot going on. Can you imagine how many reporters and photographers and fans
just
are,
be yelling?
Yeah, so it's
they
hard.
Yelling wild stuff out there. Yo, take a picture over here. Blah blah.
And the audio that we're hearing is from the actual microphones.
Right.
You know,
that's why it make it seem like what he do. Like what you mean you can't hear him?
Yeah.
Like it ain't he don't have headphones on. So like you know what I mean. But that's man.
Yeah, man. And
Joe Budden.
And you know, I'm gonna say this, Joe. You know, you had a couple hits. Yeah. But you're crucial to hip hop. Right. You know, you are lyrical.
Him and Cass to me is kind of like the same. Yeah. Like they dumb lyrical, right? Dumb lyrical, can freestyle with the best of them and all that. They just, you know what I'm saying, they just don't make hit records. They don't conform to the, you know, what's considered a hit record. And I don't mind that. Yeah. My whole thing is like, if you put out, you know what I'm saying, if you put out a dope mixtape or whatever, I'm rocking with it. Yeah. Because I know you're going to come with that flame. Yeah,
it's just like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm not gonna hate on other people for doing something. If you gonna come to me and say, "Oh yeah, you could make hits, but your bars is trash," like that was unnecessary. Right. Just appreciate the music for itself. You know, I'm not gonna say, "Oh yeah, Will Smith could act, but he ain't produced that movie though." Right. Like I'm not gonna go into detail about that. Just appreciate what we have. You know what I'm saying?
If you're a good actor, that's what you do.
I appreciate Joe Budden for his lyricism. Yeah. Like I'm not going into detail about, oh, you ain't make a hit since, or pump it up. Like,
well, I know who you are as an artist.
Yeah, dog. And you like, I'm from Jersey. You well respected in Jersey. You already know that. Like, you put on. You know what I'm saying? But there's a certain respect to this game, man. Yeah. And like he said, one thing he says, I'm new to this. Right. Yeah, you're new to this, and you got to learn. Right. And see, there's a difference. You know, I compare him to Charlamagne, but the difference is Charlamagne is honest. He's not. Right. He's not being disrespectful. He's just asking a question that people are scared to ask.
Right, and everything, he always say everything is based on my opinion. Yeah. How I'm coming is my opinion. Yeah. But like, Joe be coming at dudes' neck just because their music style is different than his.
And then Charlamagne said something real. I'm shouting out Charlamagne a lot, bro. Hey, if you listen to Charlamagne, come on In the Chat podcast,
yes,
bro.
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Pump these ratings up. Bump it up.
Hey, shout out Joe.
Yeah, but anyway, you know, Charlamagne was saying like, why you ain't, you know, all this stuff you was saying on, you know, Everyday Struggle after
the fact.
Yeah, after the fact. Why you ain't say this
while you
to
was
them?
Right.
You know,
that would have made the show. It would have made it a better show.
Yeah, you know, Charlamagne was saying, you know, when Birdman came in and he was like, you don't talk like this to Ross. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You coming at me like that. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's my man name? Fredro Starr was in the joint. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, they try to jump me, but you know what I'm saying? That ain't what happened. That ain't what I heard about with you and 50 or whoever the altercation was.
It be
like,
real.
Yeah.
It be real. It be facts though. Like a lot of the stuff they be talking about be facts. And if it ain't facts, then let me know. Like Fredro was like, yo, it didn't go like that. Yeah. All right, if it didn't go like that, let me know how it really went. You know what I'm saying?
And then it was crazy. The next episode, Charlamagne had them pull up the audio. His man's telling him how it went. Yeah. So either your man's lying, who Fredro Starr, or then Fredro Starr was lying. So you know what I'm saying? You either lost a friend or you was lying on the show.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So
Joe Budden,
you've been removed. Yeah, man, but we gonna get to the thing we know best.
Oh my gosh.
They playing basketball. They playing basketball.
Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So they had the first annual NBA Awards.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm gonna just say this, man. We was talking about the BET Awards earlier. BET Awards. I hope y'all had your pen and pad out.
Take notes.
Take notes, please,
bruh. This joint was dope.
This joint was super dope,
bro.
This joint, it wasn't that long.
Nah.
And you know, it's not a music.
And they got right to it, which is crazy.
They had one performance. I think they should have maybe two next time.
Yeah. Chains killed.
Yeah. Chains killed it. Nicki Minaj, man. But
I don't like the verse. I'm
sorry. Yeah. You know, I just feel like every time she drops something now, she going there Remy.
Yeah, like
you know
chill.
what I'm saying? Just make your own thing.
Chill.
And then another thing is, she got to stay humble.
Right.
Because you're not going to always be on top forever.
Nope. Because there's not many female rappers, so if another one come out, they can move.
And the reason I say so is because when you listen to rappers, when they drop a record, when they drop a couple albums and it's hot, they're like, check my sales. Yeah. Then when they 20 years into the game and they numbers low. They'd be like,
ain't nothing left.
You know, I do it because I love it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you love it now. You weren't loving it back then when them numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
So when Nikki always say something, she always saying, I broke Aretha's record.
So
or
what?
Checked or 10 straight plaques or you know what I'm saying? Like, and once you got 15 years in the game, like it's not gonna be like that no more.
I think that I think the essence of the game, like back in the day, it wasn't even about you know, record sales was bigger then, but like honestly, I don't think they was making the music in terms of like really like trying to sell like a lot of records. They just wanted to put their voice on wax and really hear that.
Plus
really
it's misconstrued too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you. So what VCU does during the summer is we have a summer read. So basically, the incoming freshmen and the faculty and staff they have a book that they read, and then the author of that book comes to the university and speaks on the book. But you think about it, that's a way for the author to get his book sales up.
Exactly, because the school gonna have to buy a racket on books.
Yeah, we bought 10,000 copies of this book. We handing out 10,000 copies. Now his sales look booming. Yeah, he did 10,000 copies at this university. At one university. If he do this at 10 universities, bro, you know what I'm saying? His sales gonna look misconstrued. That's what people don't understand. Back, you know, I don't know how it goes now, but back in the day, you know, record labels used to drop off boxes of CDs
at the radio
station for a new artist album. You know what I'm saying? So if you say, I did 500,000. Yeah, we drop 100,000 at 5 different radio stations.
Because now all you gotta do is digitally send them the track and you Gucci.
And then I want to know who came up with this streaming rule. So like,
bro,
it's like for every, I forgot how it go. It might be like every 3 to 5 streams, it count as an album,
a record.
Yeah, one album sold or something like that.
Wow.
So like,
I was dumb streams.
So you know, the newest albums that dropped that was Pretty Girls Love Trap Music, 2 Chainz, and then you know my guy Big Boy Boomerverse. But I was looking at it was like, 2 Chainz is plans to do 25,000, but converted with streams is 37,000. I'm like, bro, these like it's
inflated.
Confusing. Who
the game is getting crazy.
Yeah,
right
who
now.
sat down and was like, this is how we go convert it. You know what I'm saying?
But still, I don't even care. Like artists, period, shouldn't never care about record sales, especially now because you're not getting none of that, bro.
Yeah.
The record label already recouping their bread off.
You making all your money off merchandising and touring. Yeah.
So get on the road and get that bag.
I'm gonna tell you one artist that a lot of people don't know about, but he making a lot of money, and that's Tech Nine. Tech Nine, he be going on tour like crazy, and he got merchandise booming. And 2 Chainz, I think, is one of the artists that's starting to see that. He got a lot of stuff going on.
He got a lot of merch.
Yeah, like that Dab and Santa Claus joint. Yeah. That's him.
Yeah.
He was telling how
that CEO joint. That's him too. That shirt tough. It's like simple, but that joint tough.
CEO Millionaires. That's 2 Chainz. You know, he making a lot of bread off that. Yeah. You know, shout out to 2 Chainz.
Learning the game, bro.
Yeah, man. But anyway, let's get back to this.
We went way.
Yeah. Let's get back to this NBA awards. The reason we got on that topic is because Nicki Minaj and 2 Chainz performed at the NBA awards. But anyway, back to topic.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the awards for a second. And tell me how you feel. So NBA 6-Man award went to Eric Gordon.
When Lou Will was in LA this year, was he 6-Man over there too?
Yeah, he was 6-Man over there too.
See, that's why I thought he should have won. I thought he should have won because he was ill on 2 squads.
I think, and you know, the reason I think he didn't get it because he won it already. He won it in Toronto a couple years ago.
Oh yeah.
You know, Drake had a song on his album called 6-Man.
Yeah.
He was like,
damn,
something ill like Lou Williams. So,
yeah.
You know, and so maybe that was the reason he didn't get it. But but shout out to Eric Gordon for getting that.
Yeah, I love the setup too, cause like dudes get to give like legit acceptance of speeches. Dudes be fly, you know what I'm saying? That don't be ill. You could bring your parents out. That don't be dope.
Yeah, so
that don't be real dope. I like the way they set it up.
Yeah, so let's talk about the categories that we feel like were kind of unanimous. So most improved player, like I already thought Giannis was gonna win that.
Absolutely.
One, and he wound up winning.
No question.
So.
No question.
That was dope.
Them stats. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I already knew Draymond was going to win Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
But I want to get into a little conversation about this and tell me what you think. So, Rookie of the Year. So Malcolm Brogdon from Milwaukee Bucks won that.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. I know you rock with your man J Kidd, but I think that even though Joel got hurt, the way he was hooping, bro, I think he should have got it.
All right, so I'm gonna give you a scenario. Now tell me what you think about this, right?
All right.
We both work at the same job, right?
True.
You've been working there for 2 years, right? I've been working there for.
Come a dope analogy.
I've been working there for 14 days, right?
Yeah.
It's the end of the month, and I get employee of the month. You tight?
Yeah.
Why you tight?
Because I put more work in than you.
Exactly. So Joel Embiid played a third of the season, 33% of the season. That's like, employee of the month. It's 31 days in the month. Yeah. If I work 14 days of them 31 days and I win employee of the month,
look,
you gotta I gotta bust. I gotta.
That's what I'm saying. Bust. You gotta bust ass.
I gotta be super different. But the reason I feel like Malcolm Brogdon deserved it is because one, he played the whole season, and two,
and he didn't go drafted, right?
No, he got drafted late second round.
Okay.
He was a senior in college, and a lot of people they say like seniors in college have reached their full potential. Mm-hmm. But another thing is that he was actually a rookie.
Oh yeah.
Joel
Embiid, he had a year.
This is his third year. This is third year in the league.
It is.
Joel Embiid basically
you be forgetting about dudes when they don't be playing. So
Joel Embiid has basically been in the NBA for 3 years. Right. And he's got to see a lot of things, learn a lot of things. Just from sitting.
Yeah, but now if he would have had a full year.
Yeah, if he would have had a full year, no question he would have won that. What's some other awards that went down? Mike D'Antoni, Coach of the Year.
I'm biased, bro.
You biased on that?
Yeah.
Man, I'm just gonna say
Spoelstra was in that joint.
Yeah.
I mean, my man. And they look. I'm gonna tell you why I thought he should have got it. Right? Houston was a pretty good squad. Mm-hmm. Anyway, right? So they started the season 11-30. Mm-hmm. Finished the season 30-11. Mm-hmm. That's dope. And they missed the playoffs by one game with the talent they had, with the injuries, with Chris Bosh going down, D Wade leaving. Like we gonna be all right.
Yeah, you a Heat fan. It's a little homebody. And I'm gonna give you some reason why.
But I also feel like he should have won it a couple years ago when we had the big three too. Like that was weird. Like how he never. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And see, I agree with you there. If y'all gave it to Steve Kerr a couple years ago, y'all should have gave it to Eric Spoelstra a couple years ago.
Absolutely.
Because I didn't think Steve Kerr deserved it.
Right. Because my thing is
that's why I think Eric didn't get it, because that team was so dominant.
And that's the thing that I always thought.
So then Steve
but then when you give it to Steve, now I'm tight again.
Yeah.
Because we just had the same type of team a couple years ago. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what be going on.
And see, the reason why I think Mike D'Antoni deserved is because I don't feel that you should reward, mediocre or less than mediocre. True. I feel like if your team is not above 500, you shouldn't be in the All-Star game. I feel that too. I feel like, what if, like I'm gonna say this, Russ was a 7 seed. Mm-hmm. The Russ and OKC was a 7 seed, right? Right. If he would have missed the playoffs, would he have won MVP?
Hell no.
Why? Because he didn't make the playoffs.
Because he didn't make the playoffs.
And I'm gonna just tell you like this.
That hinges upon a lot of the only award. Well, probably the only 2 awards, probably Sixth Man and Rookie of the Year, are the only ones that's probably not hinging upon making the playoffs. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Because rookies, you don't really expect rookies to make the playoffs.
And Eric Spoelstra did a good job, but like I said,
he's a dope coach.
Yeah, he's a dope coach. But like I say, injuries is part of the game. True. You gotta figure out a way around that.
And they did for the second half of the season. And that's when Deion Waiters was hurt most of the time. Second half of the season.
Yeah, But Mike D'Antoni is very underrated. Very underrated. It's a lot of coaches that people put ahead. Yeah, I take Mike D'Antoni over Doc Rivers. I seen
For
Doc.
Real?
Yes, any day.
Why?
Any day. Think about this. If James Harden would have won MVP this year, Mike D'Antoni would have coached 2 MVPs. And he would have had some of the greatest offenses of all time. Doc Rivers only got one.
True,
Doc Rivers only got one.
Phoenix.
Doc Rivers only got one championship, and he was the first Big Three that was when Big Three got orchestrated. Yeah.
Right.
I seen Doc Rivers coach T-Mac in Orlando. They didn't even make the playoffs. I seen him coach Paul Pierce. They didn't even make the playoffs. Right. I seen him go to the Clippers with this dominant team, and they can't even get out the second round. I seen Doc with a lot of talent do mediocre things.
And D'Antoni's done it with less.
And I seen D'Antoni have Sean Marion,
Yeah.
Amari Stoudemire,
Because,
Joe
I mean,
Johnson,
they were-
Steve Nash in there
because
before they got
right.
any prime.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Like those guys, then like they eventually became names that you knew, but like you ain't know them dudes when they was running up and down in Phoenix. You really didn't know them.
You got a 21-year-old Joe Johnson.
Yeah.
You got a.
He wasn't cool Joe yet.
Yeah, you got a 23, and these guys went on to different teams and become superstars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Mike D'Antoni, you know, the thing is he wasn't a defensive guy.
Right. That's the only thing. He's not a defense. Now, if he had a little bit of defensive mind in him,
But if you look
all
at
time, he gonna be all time great coach anyway.
Yeah,
bro,
if you
because
don't
his offense is just
but if you don't
ridiculous.
if you just look at his rap sheet and if you take his name off the paper
Mm-hmm.
and it said he coached 2 MVPs. Steve Nash got 2 MVPs, right? He coached about 4 or 5 All-Stars.
Young Amari,
right? He got the record. His teams had the record for most 2-pointers and 3-pointers in the season.
damn.
And assists in the season. And then you think about he's coached a 6th man of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and by the way, he has 3 coaches of the years.
He got 3.
Yeah, he got both when Steve Nash won MVP.
Damn.
Then he got it this year.
True.
Like he just don't got that ring.
Yeah. D'Antoni, he said it in his speech. He was like, "They deaded me a couple years ago, you know what I mean, and you believed in me, and I'm back out here." I mean, he's a good offensive coach. Like if you want to score buckets, that's the man.
He went to a cautious situation in LA.
Yeah.
And he still got them to the playoffs. Now Kobe went down. That's when Kobe tore his rotator cuff.
Yeah.
They made it to the playoffs.
They
he
wasn't
did his job.
they wasn't gonna go dumb far anyway. But
and he was only there for 1 year.
Yeah.
But I think he deserved that award. The other award is
Spoelstra, I'm still riding for you, baby.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy.
305.
And I appreciate. I hated on Eric Spoelstra a little bit, but the reason why is because like them people that you wish had an opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like, it's like I consider like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Donald Trump dad already had money. So he took some money and made more money.
Right.
Eric Spoelstra, a lot of people don't know, but his dad was the general manager of the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah.
So that's just like who is it? The head coach or the general manager of the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
His dad was the general manager of the 49ers when they Sean McVay, I think. His dad used to work in the front office when the 49ers won them 5 Super Bowl rings.
Uh-huh.
It's like when you got a connection, people push you forward.
Yeah.
Like Eric Spoelstra is dope.
He still grinded though. He grinded for a brick.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, if Eric Spoelstra was
if he was just that cat from that went to University of Portland, and you know what I'm saying, I got you.
If he ain't had that connect from his dad,
because he ain't playing the league, so
just like I was listening to the guy who played Tupac, Demetrius Shipp Jr.
Yeah, he was came out of nowhere.
Yeah, but the reason he got the part is because his dad used to produce for Tupac back in the day. Now, even if he looked like Tupac, he probably wouldn't have got that push to get that role if his dad ain't know somebody.
Hey, he looked like Pac, bro. You think that's Pac's son? You know what I'm saying?
know. Pac was out there though, but
he might have got it his mom. But let me chill.
Yeah.
Let me chill.
Yeah.
Let me chill.
And then So another award last award I want to talk about.
What's the award?
Most valuable player.
Oh, man, no question. You already know where I was going. Agent Zero all day. All day.
I called it.
All day.
I called it from the beginning of the season.
All day. To be real with you, the only thing I really wanted them to do, because I knew they wasn't going to go real far, I just wanted them to make the playoffs. Just so it could solidify it, because he had such a great year, man.
You know what's crazy, bro? Like, I was ready to go on the Twitter rant the other day when he won. Yeah. Because I remember back in the day, this was like 2011.
Right.
I'm telling people like, yo, dog nice. They like, nah, son, they need to trade him for Rondo or somebody. They need a true point guard. I'm like, yo, dog is nice. Like, he just young.
And the thing about it, look at that. That's crazy how that few amount of years ago, they were still talking about true point guards. Like a team really needing a true point guard. Look at teams now.
Bro, it's crazy.
They looking for Russell Westbrook
it's
somewhere.
It's crazy, bro. And I'm going to tell you, like, when people judge a book by its cover, man, when he gave that speech and he got emotional, bro, people was shocked because they've never seen that
he don't
side.
Be like that, right?
Like just because we see how he act on the court, that doesn't mean that's how he is off the court.
That's another thing.
You know what I'm saying?
When you see somebody so much I mean, you only seeing them in snippets, which is like post game press conferences or whatever.
Yeah.
People think they know you.
Yeah.
Like that blows my mind how somebody can get 5 minutes from you here, 5 minutes from you there, and be like, "Oh, he's this type of guy."
Yeah.
You don't know that, man.
Yeah, I remember when I don't know if you remember this, but DeMarcus Cousins had got drafted.
Yeah.
And some guy reported, he's like, in 5 years he's gonna be in jail. And then 5 years later, DeMarcus Cousins was like, "Hey, you remember this?"
Yeah.
Like,
people don't forget that.
Yeah. Now, DeMarcus Cousins, he has a type of personality that may rub people the wrong way, but he's never had any criminal offenses.
Right. These dudes not bad dudes, but like it's almost like your whole life somebody painting you in a certain way, and you trying so hard to be different because you know you are. You know you're not this person at heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then like sometimes that stuff comes to a head, man. Like you ain't gonna keep on talking to me crazy or talking about me crazy, because at the end of the day, like they always say, it ain't about the name on the front of the jersey. It's about the name on the, you know what I'm saying? For me, at the end of the day, it's about the name on the back. I got to respect this name because this me.
Exactly.
So
that was one thing I remember when Skip Bayless was making fun of Chris Bosh.
Yeah, and he went up there.
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, that's my name."
Straight up.
My family has this name.
Right.
He was calling him Posh Spice, something like that, like a Spice
Chris.
Girl.
Yeah, Chris Posh or something like that. Like, bro.
Yeah,
I'm a man, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm a man. You're not gonna keep on talking to me crazy.
Yeah, man. I just want to say congrats to Russ, man.
Absolutely, man. Like he deserved it.
Yeah,
bro.
you did what you had to do. You put up them crazy numbers, man. With all the people hating on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? After you done lost a great teammate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He even congratulated you. So because he know how special you are.
Right. I think over time, that's what any situation when it come to friends or whatever, like. I think they had like a little friendship, you know what I'm saying? So absolutely. But the way things went down, I'd have felt a little type of way, especially if my man ain't reach out to me like, yo, me and you, we was partners, man. We came through this joint together.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like
Seattle Supersonics, man.
Exactly. From the start, bro. We came to OKC together.
Yeah,
man. Like nobody knew nothing about no Oklahoma City. First of all, I was like, they doing what with who? They still need a team back in Seattle, though, in my opinion. But
I want y'all to go back and listen to episode 1,
right,
where I said Russell's going to win it.
Yeah.
When I said the reason that James Harden wasn't going to win it is because they was going to win 6th Man of the Year and Coach of the Year. And I said that, episode 1.
Facts.
I said D'Antoni was going to win Coach of the Year.
Facts.
And I said either Lou Williams or Eric Gordon was going to win 6th Man of the Year.
You said they – first you said – I think you said something like they have the potential to win 3 of them, which was MVP, Coach of the Year 6. But you did definitely say.
Yeah, but that wasn't going to happen.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts, bro.
Man, but like I said, this whole segment is going to be all sports.
All sports.
Because these last couple days since Monday, it's been epic.
Where my NBA fans at, man?
Where y'all at,
Stand
man?
up. Where my NBA fans at? Get in here, bro.
Ball is life.
We in the chat today.
Phil is finally gone.
Bro.
Phil is gone, bro.
He had to go, man.
I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, and I'm happy for the Knicks.
But and I'm gonna be real though. Like, nobody should want that GM spot with the Knicks. Yeah, because James Dolan is a weird. Yeah, he a weird dude, man. Like even with back you go back when Isaiah Thomas was over there. Like,
did you hear what he was doing during the draft this year?
He was asleep, right?
Phil was asleep.
Oh, okay.
He was performing with his band.
What?
Yeah, he has James Dolan is in a band, and they were performing.
Melo, you gotta go, bro.
Yeah, like
they don't take anything serious over there.
Stop.
Like it's not it's not the 70s in New York no more. In terms of the Knicks, they not looking to win no chips. They just want to keep the money coming in with the new. You know what I'm saying? So just go, bro.
Like I said, like this, like. They did the Forbes list on the top 5 most valuable NBA franchises.
Of course, you in the mecca of basketball.
Knicks was
always gonna sell tickets.
Yeah, new Brooklyn Nets was 5, bro, and we ain't never did nothing. But because we in New York,
exactly,
it solidifies a lot.
It's the mecca of basketball, and you always gonna sell tickets because people in New York love basketball. Yeah. And they go hard for all their teams. They go, I don't care if you talking about the Giants, you talking about the Jets, you talking about the Knicks, you talking about Brooklyn. When Brooklyn came over there, they were
yeah, man.
You got a whole borough behind you.
Yeah, I went to a Brooklyn Nets game a couple years ago. Dope stadium.
Yeah.
Super dope. Yeah. Man. But man, the reason why I'm glad that Phil's gone is because Phil wasn't in it for the right reasons. Right. Phil was in it for the check.
Absolutely.
And then they kept, he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna think about it." And
Never moved on that.
Yeah, every day went by, and then James Jones kept raising the price. And he was like, "Dad, you gonna pay me $60 million for 5 years?"
Yep.
I'm in.
Absolutely.
But he wasn't in for the job.
Right.
He was in for the check.
Yeah, exactly. Chasing the check, bro.
Yeah, man. And
he knew he wasn't gonna coach from the outset, so he knew that wasn't gonna happen. It was a bad deal.
Phil's an old head, and I'm gonna tell you about old head. They don't want to get out of their ways.
Yep.
The triangle was dope. Triangle was dope.
But in its time.
Yeah, but why did the triangle work? You had Michael Jordan.
Right. And Kobe.
Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman.
Right.
Then you had Shaquille O'Neal.
Right.
And Kobe Bryant.
It's not going to work in this league.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's not going to work.
Like, yeah, you got Carmelo Anthony, great player.
Right.
But he kind of holds the ball.
Absolutely. And
that's
not going to work with the triangles.
Then you don't have another player to play off another side of that triangle.
Yeah, exactly. The best Knicks team they had was what, 10? 2000, what was that, 2010? The lockout year? What year was that? 10?
I forgot, man.
They made the playoffs that year. They knocked them out.
They had a dope team
10.
the year before Phil got there. When they had Mike, 2 years before Phil got there, they had Jason Kidd was on the squad.
I forgot.
They
about
had
that.
Amari and
Yeah,
and they made the playoffs, and that's when Amari had broke his hand. He hit a glass or something.
Yeah. That was in Miami.
Yeah, yep, it was Miami.
Yep.
Yeah, but man, Phil, you had to go, man. I hope, you
don't do anything else basketball. If you're not gonna coach, don't do nothing else basketball.
I hope you leave the game, man. Because
just go.
This made you look really bad,
bro. To me, it put a hit on the legacy. Bro.
Yeah,
it put a hit on the legacy because that's always gonna be an asterisk by that.
11 rings as a coach, 2 rings as a player.
Because you think about him as a coach. I mean, he was a great evaluator of talent as far as putting the scheme together and getting it going. Why you can't do that as a GM?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't a great player.
Yeah.
Let's get that out there in the open. He wasn't a great player, but to me, he was a great evaluator of talent. So
but those make the best coaches, the average.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Players.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So,
but the thing I want to say is,
just did a bum ass job.
Why did they? The one and that's why I put a lot of blame on James Dolan.
Yeah,
because the fans was petitioning to get James Dolan to sell the team.
He gotta go, bro.
And what happened was, to get the fans to
start
shut
at
up,
the top. Yeah,
he hired Phil.
Right.
They got all hyped.
Looks good.
Did a trade for Derrick Rose, signed Joe Kim to all his bread, got Courtney Lee, re-signed Melo, gave him the trade clause.
They had so much crazy stuff going on this year, man.
Derrick Rose could compare them to a super team. Stop it, bro.
Come on, bro.
But I'm going to tell you,
Joe King.
and then the mistake, I was happy when they fired Phil.
Yeah.
But the mistake they made was they fired him after the draft.
Right.
So they drafted some guy from France, who actually the reason they drafted him is because he fit the triangle.
Exactly.
And then a couple days later, y'all fired, bro. Y'all should have fired, bro, before that.
Yeah.
Now y'all stuck with this guy from France, and y'all better pray that he work out because y'all passed up a lot of good quality guys, including Malik Monk, who they said was the best shooter in the draft.
Yeah.
Who Charlotte got a couple picks later.
Yeah.
So this better work out, man.
They better do something because they tripping over there.
Yeah, man. And then
they tripping.
Going, after, the Phil firing happened in the morning. A couple hours later, CP3 got traded.
Huh?
I was like, bro, what's going on?
Houston. Yeah, because I don't know. I didn't see that Houston move coming.
Yeah, me neither.
I definitely didn't see that.
But the thing about it, it's like, is it gonna work? Is Chris too old?
I think it'll work from the standpoint that you'll have another ball handler up top that could get his own shot. Yeah. So it'll, you know what I'm saying? And then, at times, well, I'll say this, when Chris could take more rest.
Yeah.
When Chris not in the game, James Harden will just go back to, being the point like he was this year. And then, when they really need to get in and slow the game down and actually get into a set, then you got Chris to set you up. And Chris is one of those players where, defensively he gonna do what he do for a few more years or whatever, but he can get a shot.
Yeah.
He can get a shot. And he get quiet dubs
And then in my opinion, the Clippers got robbed. It's not as worse as another trade we're gonna talk about in a little bit, but the Clippers got robbed. I'm gonna tell you why. Patrick Beverly is a dope player.
Yeah, I like him.
But Patrick Beverly's strength is defense.
Yep.
Chris Paul is on pace to be the all-time steals leader in NBA history, bro. Patrick Beverly is the type of defender he might make you alter your shot.
Right. He's an energy defensive player more so than
he's a
actually getting you offensive possessions off of his defense.
Yeah. Chris Paul is steals that turn into buckets.
He turns defense into offense.
Yeah.
Pat Beverly is a defensive guy who has developed a pretty decent 3-point shot. Yeah, but
Then they got Lou Williams. Which Lou Williams is a great player.
I love.
We were just talking
bro.
about him.
I love Lou Williams.
He finished second place in Sixth Man of the Year. He won Sixth Man of the Year a couple years ago. And he also got 2 girlfriends, which is cool. I don't know how you work that out. But
I don't know. Him and D-Ray doing it.
Yeah.
That's real.
But anyway, the reason is like really that's dope. But
yeah,
you probably JJ Redick, y'all lost him. He going somewhere else, and then y'all might lose Jamal Crawford. Yeah. So basically, he just filling in the void for one of those two.
Yeah, they're gonna.
And
do
then
nothing
y'all got
this year.
Sam Decker, who's a bench player. Who
they're gonna do nothing this year. I
and y'all got a
you.
1st-round draft pick, but they're gonna be one of the top.
Yeah, you
4 or 5 teams in the league, so it's gonna be a late pick.
Yeah, you think CP really had issues with Austin? Like they was talking about.
I don't think so.
I don't either.
And like I said, like you said this earlier about judging people, but Chris Paul's always seemed like a genuine guy.
Yeah,
he's the president of
the Players Association, and he just got reelected. Yeah. So like if
that means you're well respected by your peers.
Right. If dudes didn't rock with him, you wouldn't have put him back in there.
Exactly.
Point blank. Period. So I don't think it was no beef with them. I think with him and him and Doc, I think it probably was like a communication thing. But he had told him from the jump, like.
So I'm gonna tell you this little saying that goes on in the league.
Right.
When you have to choose between 2 players, one has to go, one has to stay. You always choose the younger guy.
True.
That's the way it goes. Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah.
You had to keep the younger guy,
especially if they show potential. Like you just gonna pick the younger dude just because he's younger. Yeah, you gotta see something.
Well, sometimes it is like that. It's because between the ages of 20, 25, and 30, that's when a NBA player is in their peak.
Right.
So you want to have them in their peak.
True.
And that's when they're cheaper as well.
You're right.
And the thing was.
Stay out of that luxury tax.
When Chris Paul met with the Clippers the other day, they said they weren't going to give him a 5th-year option, which means he could have signed anywhere else for the same amount of money, basically.
Right. So he might as well drop.
Yeah. So he walked.
And they wasn't doing like.
Yeah. Bro, I'm gonna say he didn't walk. They could have let him walk.
Yeah.
Because he had another year.
Right.
But they wound up trading him.
But they done had this team together for how long now?
Yeah.
How many years? What, 6?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, like 6 years.
Yeah. Nothing.
Now they got to change their whole little situation because it ain't Lob City anymore.
Nope.
It's past Dunk City.
Hey, listen. DeAndre Jordan going to be looking real weird out there. Real weird.
What you going to do?
Nothing.
What you going to do, bro?
Set screens.
Patrick Beverly ain't throwing no oops, bro.
I don't think he can. I don't think he can. I never seen him throw no oops.
Bro,
ever.
you see James Harden getting all these dimes this year, bro? That's because Patrick Beverly ain't passing, bro.
Exactly.
So it's going to be rough. Another trade, actually, this was the first trade that happened. It happened prior to the NBA draft, and that was Jimmy Butler going to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
JB.
I knew this was going to happen. I actually thought it was going to happen last year.
For real?
When Tibbs first got to Minnesota.
Really? But I thought it was who had the riff in Chicago? They supposedly had. Was it Tibbs and who?
It was Tibbs and Paxson, who's in the front office.
Oh, so he had beef with the front office.
Yeah.
It didn't have nothing to do with the players, right?
Yeah. That's the whole thing about Chicago.
Yeah, that front office is terrible.
The whole thing about the front office is, and this is how it goes. And this
they don't know nothing about roster size. They don't know nothing about like putting.
This is how it goes in the real world when the people that make the decisions bring in people that they like.
Yeah.
Fred Hoiberg has that job because people respect him as a person.
Yep.
It ain't about what he brings to the table.
A lot of times, the things that you're really good at in the league, sometimes people not gonna like you for it. Yeah, people not gonna like you for it. Like Tibbs. Tibbs is a hard-nosed coach. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get the best out of his players for, you know what I'm saying, for however he got to do it.
Whether it's on the court or it's in practice, we going
I'm coming at your rack, bro. Like, Hoiberg seemed like a nice guy. Yeah. Like, he just seems like a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that he won't have a good team at some point or he won't be a good coach, but, players a lot of times, because it's that alpha dog situation. You know what I'm saying? So, like, alpha dog going to respect another alpha dog if he coming like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why people like dudes like Tibbs, people like Doc, because Doc was confrontational. He'll come at you and let you know how you feel or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But
And the funny thing is, so they wound up giving up Zach LaVine.
Yep.
Who currently
just came off an injury.
Yeah, who currently has a torn ACL.
Right.
They gave up Chris Dunn, who the Bulls wanted to draft anyway last year.
You're right.
And then they swapped first round draft picks, which really they got an international player. We'll see where that goes. But
they got a squad over there right now.
Yeah, and I'm
about to get Jeff Teague.
Yeah, and they just signed Jeff Teague. But the reason why I want to bring this trade up before we bring up the next trade is because the validity of this trade and what the Chicago Bulls got for Jimmy Butler overall is the reason why the trade for Paul George wasn't as solid.
Wasn't good. It wasn't good at all.
So what happened was, prior to the draft, the Boston Celtics said, "Hey, we'll give you Jay Crowder, 2 number 1 picks, 1 from Brooklyn."
Right.
Which was solid.
Which was solid. Jay Crowder, I like Jay Crowder.
Yeah.
Jay Crowder, he can play defense.
Yeah.
And I feel like if he's in a or in a system, I feel like he could flourish. Like he's one of those guys like a Kawhi, I feel like, who could develop an offensive game, like a Paul George, who could develop a more offensive Jimmy Butler
behind the right coach.
You know what I'm saying?
And see, the thing was once Jimmy got traded, and the Celtics seen what Jimmy went for, they was like, "Oh, we not giving y'all that for PG. That's off the table."
Because
that's
they still gave up a lot of talent.
Yeah,
exactly. Like dudes come back from ACL injuries now and still can be pretty good. So
people were saying, "Yo, but PG's better than Jimmy." Yeah, in my opinion, he is. Yeah. But the thing about it, Jimmy
they not far behind. They not far.
But Jimmy the reason is Jimmy got a lot more years on his deal.
Right.
Jimmy got 3 years, so in 3 years, Jimmy could decide if he wanted to stay in Minnesota or he wanted to dip.
Right.
Paul George got 1 year left.
Right. So
if you trade him, that team has to know that they got to either sign him immediately or they're leasing him for a year.
Exactly.
So that's why the offers they was coming in, but they was coming in weak.
Yeah.
And then they was like, "All right,
because you want to have a guy you can hold on to for a little bit to see what happens."
So they was like, "All right, Victor Oladipo, he got a contract. It's around 60 million, I think, 20 years, something like that."
Team will take that.
Yeah. And then they gave up Sabonis. Sabonis is a good young prospect. He was starting for OKC early this year before they got Taj. And then he was like, "You know what? I think this is the best we go get."
Yeah.
And OKC, being smart, was they knew that Paul George had 1 year.
Right.
But their goal is to keep number 0.
Yep.
Russell Westbrook. Right. So they said, "Look, man, if this work out,
we're going to sign him.
PG probably going to sign him."
Yeah, exactly.
And they probably going to keep both.
Yep.
If this don't work out, we go trade PG before the trade deadline and get something.
Get something for him. Yep.
And then we go still try to make this thing work with Russ, but somebody else.
Right.
Because like I said, players are starting to get so smart, man. It's crazy.
Bro, that's what I said. Yo, like, the league now, bro, is definitely taking, it's taking the ball out of the upper management hands.
Mm-hmm.
They able to make moves now that you couldn't have made 20 years ago because it wasn't set up like that. This new CBA and all this that they fought for is really helping them.
Yeah.
And it's helping them get bread.
Yeah, and the reason why I say that is because CP3 signed with the Rockets.
Right.
But he did not sign a new deal as of yet.
Nope.
Which means next year he could be somewhere else.
I could go.
DeMarcus Cousins got traded to the Pelicans.
I love player options.
Yeah. DeMarcus Cousins got traded from the Pelicans. Traded to the Pelicans.
Yeah.
And his contract is up at the end of this year. He did not sign a new year, deal. So he can be somewhere else.
If it don't work, I'm gonna go bye-bye.
So essentially, Paul George, Chris Paul, and as of right now, DeMarcus Cousins
all gonna be in a free agents next year.
Next year again.
Yep. That's crazy. Like how you look at the free agent pool. Like you look at it 1 year, you be like, "Ooh, this sounds sweet."
Yeah.
And you look at it again, you be like, "Same dudes. This sounds sweet."
Yeah, man. That's why LeBron always works his deal like that. 2 years,
smart.
1 year
play option.
Yep. And the reason he does 2 years because if I get hurt, I got this other year. And if something go wrong after this 1 year, I could be out.
Yep.
Or I can renew for another 2.
Yep.
To get more bread.
Get a 40 million a joint or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah.
LeBron bringing in what, 33?
33, yep.
33 a year.
Getting bread on the court.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like LeBron's going to do this his whole career.
Yeah, might as well.
Maybe I'm going to say, maybe until his last leg. When he see he's declining.
He going to sign a long one.
He going to sign a long one. Because he going to be like, yo, like I think Kobe should have did that.
Yeah.
Like, he should have waited. Well, Kobe did, but I think he should have waited.
He still got his bread. He still got his bread, so he good. I wonder what Dirk ain't signed no deal yet, right?
Nah, but if you watch the NBA awards, he kept saying, "I hope I could do this for a couple more years. Thanks for my wife." Yeah. Who his wife is black. She from Kenya.
Bruh.
Gorgeous. Shout out Dirk for having a black shorty.
I never forget that game.
Damn, he got a black shorty, but the black players don't
be getting the white. Yeah. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. He all the way from Germany, bro.
Yeah.
But anyway, he came in through the the pregame or whatever. Son had a plate from the cookout, bro. He had the aluminum foil on that job.
Yeah, he got a sister at home.
Yeah.
She got to make sure he got something on his stomach before the game.
Yes, that. Probably with some ribs in that joint.
We gonna go on to something else. And go like this. For the love of money,
you can heal your own brother.
For the love of money,
you will move to another team. Yeah.
Man, you talking about bread,
bro,
man?
Bread.
They out here getting bread. Man.
What?
Blake Griffin re-signs with the Clippers, 5-year, $175 million.
Ladders.
Steph Curry.
Somebody passed the offering plate.
Steph Curry re-signs with the Golden State Warriors. 5-year.
Jesus.
$201 million.
They call that thing the Supermax.
And John Wall, he hasn't even re-signed yet, but he got a deal on the table.
Yeah.
For a 4-year extension.
Yeah.
In the amount of $170 million.
Bro, I wish I'd have had like 1 year college basketball. I'm trying to get on somewhere, bro. Like, yo, these dudes is getting checks. Real checks.
Bro, I went to scratch off for $10. I'd be hype.
What?
Bro. Somebody, can you imagine your agent calling you and be like, "Hey, James, how you doing? I'm doing good. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Hey, so I spoke to the Golden State Warriors. They wanted to know if you wanted to sign for 5-year, $201 million.
Listen, I'd have told that man, you signed the paper. I'd have told him, you signed the paper for me. Don't worry about it. You signed the paper. We'll be all right. I'll clear it up.
I'll run there,
what?
bro. We're in Richmond, Virginia. I'll run to Golden State.
Bro, what? I'm on a boat in the middle of the water. We're going to get a helicopter to hover over. I'm climbing up the ladder. We got to go.
Is that where I'm here swimming in the Atlantic to the Pacific? Shoot, I'm signing that deal, bro. And it's, what's crazy? Like the reason I said those 3 players is because I feel like they earned it.
Absolutely.
Blake earned it because Chris Paul left.
Yep.
And they ain't want to lose both of them.
Yep. So you got to bring that. You got to bring that money. Bring that bag.
Blake's been injury prone last couple of years, but you gonna have to earn that bread, bro.
Yeah. I hope he can stay healthy because injuries definitely been plaguing this man for so long.
John Wall, you finally got your bread, so you can stop whining, bro.
Yeah.
John Wall, he's been in the news last couple of years. Reggie Jackson got his deal. He's a little salty.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal got his deal. Reports was he was a little salty, bro. Now you got a mega deal.
I think ultimately he knew the bag was coming. Yeah, it had to come. Bruh been grinding for so long.
Yeah, and he, in my opinion, he underrated.
Yes,
he underrated.
I love his game, bro.
Love
his game.
He's been top 3 in assists and top 3 in steals the last 3 years. They were saying like the last player to do that was Rondo, I want to say.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So like
when he was with Boston.
Yeah. So like what I'm saying, like get your bread though, bro.
Yeah.
Like get your bread.
And bro said he ain't worried about no shorties, no nothing. He just stacking chips.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you,
smart dude.
I'm gonna tell you for real. If I was a celebrity, if I was an athlete, this how it be. Soon as I sign a deal, soon as I get drafted, however it go, I'm going straight to the doc. I'm getting vasectomy. What? Off rip. I'm not trying to get because but that's not the type of person I am. But celebrities be out there. Right. They be out there. They be messing with a lot of girls.
Right. And that child support, that's a different type of bread. Yeah. That's a different type of bread.
Y'all be seeing what Diddy be paying a month?
Like, bruh, like it's dudes I know that work fixing cars and be like, this child support crazy. Yeah. So if you dribbling a basketball for that amount of money, they hitting you in the head, bro.
$80,000 a month. What school your child go to?
For the twins?
Nah. Diddy got something crazy. His joint like $250,000, something crazy.
For the twins?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
His joint is something crazy.
Oh my god.
But yeah, man, I'm getting a vasectomy off rip. I'm not gonna get married.
Right.
The only way I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna have to have been with you before this. So like, who can I use as an example? James Winston. He been with his shorty through the rape allegations, through all that, through the whole Florida State investigation.
She white?
Nah, she black. She black. Her name Brianna. She alright, but yeah, like if you been with me before I started getting this bag, I'd marry you.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, but if I'm single, I'm getting a vasectomy off rip.
And I wouldn't say if you've been with me before, like we'd have had to been through some stuff. Like we gonna have been through some battles and some trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? Because like if I just met you a couple years ago and we kind of been like, nah, I probably would dead it, to be honest.
Because like college love lasts. Russell Westbrook. He with the shorty. He met at UCLA.
Those are the stories I be liking, bro. Like the Bron situation.
Yeah, the Bron situation.
Like, Russ situation.
He got her pregnant in high school.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I'm gonna tell you,
LeBron.
So everybody knew LeBron was gonna be the one since.
Yeah.
He probably was 14. They probably knew he was gonna be the one. Yeah. But man, get your bread, man.
Man, these dudes is getting checks, bro.
Know your worth.
Yeah, Blake deal. Okay, you took the money to stay there, but it's not gonna go good. I just it's not. It's just not.
Yeah, he gonna put up the numbers.
Yeah.
But then it's like, are you gonna stay healthy? I really wish he went to Phoenix because his first meeting was with Phoenix, but then he wound up signing.
That would have been ill.
Because they said the reasons why he was signed with Phoenix is that Eric Bledsoe is dope. He very underrated.
Yeah.
They got Devin Booker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tyson Chandler is a veteran in the game. Yeah. And then the one thing that Blake needs that the Suns got, they got the best training staff in the NBA.
I did hear that. They was talking about like all the teams he probably was gonna meet with. He was definitely going. The training staff probably was gonna be like number one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Number one thing to sway. You see
when Grant Hill was there, bro? He played every game for like 3 years.
Fountain of youth.
You seen when Shaquille O'Neal was there?
Yes.
Bro was sprinting down the court.
That was the most healthiest he probably ever looked.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. But shout out to all of them for getting their bread.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Now, what's up? What's up with the free agency, man? So NBA free agency,
man. It's wild out here, man. I hope we get some money.
So let's just throw out some predictions.
All right, let's see.
Kyle Lowry.
He better stay.
Think he can stay?
Yeah, he better stay.
I
don't like playoff Kyle Lowry, but he need to stay. Because it's not gonna be. I don't know where to be good for him to go.
Kyle Lowry. Yeah.
I think he should stay.
Because
they building over there. They building. Yeah. I love the GM they had.
Yeah.
Is he still there?
Yeah.
Ujiri?
Yeah, he's still there. But what happened is
he's dope.
So-called Knicks are trying to buy him out.
Yeah, they was.
Yeah. And he's dope. Like, people don't know Ujiri. He was with the Denver Nuggets when they did the Melo trade.
Right.
And after that, George Karl wound up winning Coach of the Year with that squad that they got from that trade.
True.
So, then he went on to Toronto and built the team they currently got. So he's
they
pretty
are the
dope.
North, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he should stay. I was trying to think of some teams. Utah Jazz, they just got Ricky Rubio. Yeah. Dallas got Yogi Ferrell.
True.
So I was thinking maybe he could go to Dallas if he trying to be the
man.
Yeah, Harrison Barnes, they could be the future. Yeah. But besides that, I feel like he should stay.
Yeah.
Then it's Gordon Hayward, the big fish out there right now.
They was talking about Boston, right?
Yeah.
That Boston move wouldn't be bad, but
he meet with your boys today.
When Pat get in there, he come watch. I'm telling you.
Everybody, I'm gonna tell you like this. Everybody can say what they want to say.
Pat,
like why people signed in Miami.
Pat in that room, bro.
It's because of the girls. It's because of the weather. It's because of Pat. It's because of the team. It's because of that no tax, bro.
Yes. In Texas.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
No tax, bro.
No tax. On all this money I'm making?
Bruh, I know what I'm making, and when I see my check and I see that tax they take out, I'll be like,
cut it out.
Bruh.
Cut it out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like,
and you look at that before tax, you be like, woo.
But I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like, culture wise, him being, he went to Butler, which is in Indiana.
That's why I think he gonna go to Boston.
White male. I feel like he would fit better in Boston.
Yeah, absolutely. The community would embrace him too, because they've been waiting for another Larry Bird for a long time. I think that'll definitely work.
Plus, his old coach, Brad Stevens, is the head coach of the Boston Celtics.
And they're not a bad team.
Yeah.
That's another thing. They're not a bad team. Like, they was just the first seed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
saying? So, like, when it comes to negotiation, getting them in that room,
you got a lot. You got a lot going.
Yeah.
And they're going to have time in there. You already know that.
Pat going to come with a lot of good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
No
he going to come with the rings.
He going to come with the rings.
Absolutely.
He going to come with a solid foundation.
They probably going to go to Hassan house or something like that.
He going to come with the great coach.
Yeah.
And then, the Celtics gonna have. Oh, you remember Brad Stevens, right? I think he coached you to the national championship game.
Yeah, and they gonna be all hugging and lovey-dovey. That's gonna be so.
You know what I'm saying? I think he gonna feel that atmosphere more.
Yeah,
and he already know what the system gonna be like.
Yeah, exactly,
so,
exactly. And they play good ball. Yeah. Like, it's not like they don't play good ball. They play dope ball. Like,
Another name out there was Jeff Teague, but reports say he's ready to sign
Wolves.
To the Timberwolves.
That team gonna be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, like right now, like every move these teams are making is to get, close to Golden State. But, I don't care how many moves you're making right now. Golden State, you gotta get half the best players probably from the Eastern Conference and move them over to be.
What's crazy, man? A lot of people are saying that, the Big Four are probably not going to break up anytime.
That's
soon.
what I'm saying.
Maybe
like,
a couple
I think those dudes
but they might have to plug and play.
That's what I'm saying. But they got to plug and play for a while.
Yeah,
because of how much
Sean
money.
Livingston just re-signed.
Yeah,
but Iguodala meeting with the Spurs today.
He might go,
and he meeting with Sacramento. Sacramento got a lot of bread on the table.
He might. I don't know. So I think ultimately he may just entertain the offers and come back, but.
That's what you do, and I'm gonna tell you, you got to treat everything like a business, even if you in the real world, you're not an NBA athlete,
right.
But
go to them interviews, bro.
Yeah, you go to them interviews. Oh, how much you offer me? Oh, 70,000. Then you go back to
play
your
that
current
game.
You go back to your current job. They offer me 70.
Yeah.
Y'all go match.
Play the game.
You know what I'm saying?
Where that offer sheet at?
Then they be like, we give you 65.
Yeah.
And then it's up to you to decide stay in my current job for 65. Or leave for 70, and then if you really like where you at, you'll take that $5 million.
Take that $5. I mean, it's $5 million.
Yeah, or whatever. But
it's not real bread if you've been making money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like it was funny. I was on Twitter the other day, and somebody said, Chris Paul left $11 million on the table to go to Houston. I was like, boy, I wish I could leave $11 million on the table.
Exactly. Leaving $11 million. Like, I think about, when they say that, I be thinking about like $11 million literally sitting on the table.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, damn.
Boy, I done lost money sometimes and be looking for that sucker like crazy.
Bruh, remember when we graduated? And, and Sean Pops and them gave us the dub. I lost the dub, bro. I lost the whole dub.
Mind you, we graduated damn near 5 years ago. We still talking about $20.
I still think about that $20, bro.
Chris Paul, he probably forgot about the $11 million he just left on the goddamn table.
Ain't nothing, man.
Yeah. And then your guy from Miami, Deion Waiters, I feel like he go get he go get some bread.
Yeah, he gonna get some bread.
Yeah. Maybe 90.
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a nice deal.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a nice deal because he definitely had a resurgence down there. He was looking good. The team actually looked like a team because I was a little weary at first. I was like, I don't know what we gonna look like. My man D Wade gone. It's gonna look crazy. He need to go back home too.
Yeah.
He need to go ahead and get that buyout.
And see, like,
but that's gonna be hard though.
That's the thing I love about life, yo.
Yep.
I feel like, and I'll talk about that in my little message at the end of the podcast. But
for sure.
I like how D Wade made that decision.
Yeah.
And it may not have turned out the way he wanted it to, but he stuck with that. He stuck with his decision.
Yeah, man, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want, Miami ain't, do me the way I wanted to be done at that time.
Right.
So I decided to move on. But now that I'm
it's
here,
life.
I gotta go back.
Gotta ride it out.
I'm gonna ride it out. Jimmy left, but I'm gonna still ride it out.
I mean, because he always a Miami Heat legend. First and last anyway. I don't care what nobody said.
Yeah.
He top everything. That statue gonna be outside of the AAA when he retire anyway.
Yeah,
so
I'm just trying to figure out what he gonna be doing.
In the statue?
Yeah, he probably gonna be doing them side floaters.
Nah, he'll probably do the because before the game he used to do like a little this joint. He might be doing that. Or he might. I don't know.
Had remember the one time when he stood up on the table.
That might
that'd be something different.
This my house joint. Yeah. After he hit that buzzer beater against Chicago.
I think the dopest statue right now is Shaq joint.
Yo, that's
when they actually got the rim and
that
everything.
Joint is ill.
Like if they could get like D Wade like standing on the press table,
that joint would be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That joint be tough.
I'm gonna definitely have to go by Biscayne Boulevard to see that joint. Yeah, now.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's my guy. Ride it out, bro.
But we're gonna go into our final segment of the day entitled FaceTime. And for this segment called FaceTime, I just want to let people know to make your own decisions. Go with your own flow. Listen to your own advice. I said on my Facebook page earlier this week that I'd rather fail going along with something that I believe in than fail taking the advice of others. And the reason why I say this is because a lot of people are going to tell you what you should do or what they think you should do, and then you wind up undermining yourself and going with what they believe is the right decision and right choice. But overall, yes, you're going to make decisions in your life that may go the wrong path, but if that's the choice you decided to make, then you have to live with those choices. I remember, going to college, a lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't go to college that far, or you should go local, or you should start community college, and or you shouldn't go to Maryland to work after school, or and I didn't listen to those people, even though that could have been great advice. I decided to take my own path, and where I'm at currently in my life, I feel like I'm doing very well. I feel like I'm on the path to success. But the reason that I got there is because I got there by believing in myself, taking my own journey, not listening to what I felt other people wanted me to do. Take your own path, believe in yourself. And I always say there's a difference between advice and opinion. Opinion is what someone think you should do, but advice is someone telling you what they want you to do. So always go with your own flow and create your own path of success. Thank you. We appreciate y'all listening to episode 6. Entitled Ball is Life.
Yeah. We killed y'all with the NBA today, but all our listeners, bro, get on. We out here. We got other episodes y'all can listen to. Y'all want to listen to love, go to episode 2?
Yeah, 2.
Y'all want to hear about love? Y'all want to hear about black excellence? Y'all can go to episode 5. We out here, man. We covering everything.
Yeah, man. We trying to do it all, man.
Absolutely.
Support lyrical ambiance. Absolutely. That's lyrical, LYRICAL AMBIANCE.com.
Yes,
Apparel
sir.
and screen printing company located here in Richmond, Virginia.
Yo, and listen to us on SoundCloud, Apple Podcast app, YouTube. Follow us on IG, ITC Podcast 2017, Twitter, ITC Podcast 2017, and Facebook, all caps, ITC Podcast. We appreciate y'all listening.
And like always, I'm Ramir Roberts, a.k.a. Jers.
I'm James Woodard, a.k.a. Nug. Thanks for kicking it in the chat.
Guess who started a podcast? Riddle me that.
Nug and his boy Jers, and we talking smack.
Sports, music, and life, we talking all of that.
We live in effect. Hey, yo, we in the chat.